You want to talk about chemistry? We can talk about chemistry.
I really love doing research with undergraduates because it's fun. They're getting to learn not only what science is, but how real scientists do science.
If you really want to be able to understand the concepts and have more than just textbook knowledge, then Eastern would be a great place to come.
I find that most students want to do the research, that it's a new experience for them, but also it really ties in well with what they've been learning in their classes, and they see it as a stepping stone to the career that they're interested in. And it's increasingly common for them to do research for one or more semesters with one of the faculty in the department.
My research group is working on ways to develop new methods for detecting a polysaccharide called fucoidan. The polysaccharide is found in a variety of different seaweeds and marine invertebrates like sea cucumbers and sea urchins, but there's no direct, simple point-of-use method for detecting it. The fucoidan is currently being investigated for a variety of therapeutic applications and in clinical trials, and so having a direct method of detection I think would be useful to a variety of different scientific groups.
Whatever you do as a professor, I mean, you really want to be a colleague to the students. So this gives you an opportunity for you and your students to work in close relationships, so you really develop a personal contact with students. And students see you not really as their professor, but as a colleague engaging in the same research. The kind of personal relationships you develop is something that carries over for a long, long time, and we've seen very positive effects from that.
After my second year at Eastern University, I had the opportunity to intern at Teva Pharmaceuticals, and they're the #1 supplier for generic pharmaceuticals. And while I was there, I was pleasantly surprised just how so many of the techniques that I learned in my organic chemistry lab applied at Teva Pharmaceutical Company. And while I was there, I got to use an NMR instrument, and because we had the opportunity to use it here at Eastern University, it's just a great opportunity to be able to be prepared for the real world.
We are firmly committed at Eastern University to the idea that God is the creator of the natural world, and we believe that when we use the tools of science to study the natural world, we're actually looking at the results of God's creativity and God's power.
Science is lovely and unique in the sense that it's a kind of discovery that other disciplines aren't. One of my favorite poems is by Gerard Manley Hopkins, and the first line of the poem is, "The world is charged with the grandeur of God." It's just this line that I think of sometimes when I'm in the lab, where we're just discovering how the world is charged with the grandeur of God. And in the beginning, when he said that it was very good, every time that we're in the lab and we're working, we're echoing that declaration that creation is good. And we get to learn about it and study it and discover it for ourselves.
Science is investigating what God has created, and we just need to keep checking our assumptions. And when Christians are thinking about science as some kind of barrier, oh no, actually check those assumptions, because it's just a way of studying God's handiwork.
Eastern's very unique for two main reasons that at least I appreciated. Was that one, you do have the opportunity to have personal time with professors, which makes it a lot easier to study material, because it's not easy to study chemistry or even any of the sciences. It's difficult. Your mind will be stretched a lot further than you think it could, which is a good thing, of course, because you're going to college to learn, to stretch your mind. And if your mind isn't being stretched, you're wasting your time, I think. And the second reason why I would say to stop looking is because Eastern's unique in the sense that you do get to study the modern scientific theories that are generally accepted by the scientific community, but through the lenses of a Christian worldview.
It's a really welcoming, warm environment. The faculty are very dedicated to you and your learning and your success, ultimately. The one-on-one environment has been very enjoyable and very helpful. I haven't even reaped any of the benefits of having such an opportunity yet, and I already feel so thankful for it.